Okay, I've had a bit of a break. Let us continue on. I feel like these two are going to have something dramatic going on.
These automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
What's the decontamination procedures? Do you actually have a way to get rid of Xyranium? What's happening here?
What in the name of the architect? Oh, right. My guards told me to expect a new arrival, right before our chief mechanist decided to harangue me with the latest on our catastrophe.
Marshal, you're acting as though I'm not standing here auguring the impending doom of this facility.
Woodrow, normally I would be obliged, nay, happy, to receive your senseless jawing, but not today. Perhaps this outsider can assist where you've failed. I hope you've come to help, because a crisis is bearing down on us, and I've a dearth of reliable hands with which to manage it.
Which crisis are you dealing with? Actually, I'm just passing through on a mission of vengeance.
Sounds as if you bear a heavy burden indeed. Before you set out on a personal crusade, hearken to my story of trial and woe. Like you, me and my consternated head technician are new arrivals, though we may not last long if we fail to repair the Xyranium leak.
Yeah, I do want to help you with that. It seems pretty bad. I love that he actually was like, oh, hey, yeah. Going on a trail, an adventure of vengeance? Sounds cool. Anyways, here's my troubles. All right, I'll try not to breathe too much. Good luck, Marshall. No. And you want someone to patch it up, ideally someone disposable.
I wouldn't have put it in those terms, but I appreciate someone who speaks their mind. The Vox relay station needs our automechs. But until that leak is fixed, this facility is a target for the sport of Anti's armaments. Delphinia Bryant is working on a prototype Xyranium shield. Whoever uses it will be less disposable and more useful to the Protectorate.
Ooh. Can't make any promises, but I do like the idea of a Xyranium shield.
That's the spirit. You've got gumption, nerve, and daring do. Almost reminds me of myself.
Marshal, those automechs have been corrupted with Xyranium. I can't even cogitate on what they're capable of if we lack the time or resources to approach this rationally. Should they go berserk, we may well be turning the very subject you intend to resupply into their victims. We'd be branded as traitors.
Then perhaps you had better explain to Brigadier Montelli why his defenses are grounded. And you can do so personally, in the comfort of his office.
Montelli? I rescind my objection. May the delicate workings of the paradigm point us toward a better way.
Yes, good fellow. Cleave to your loyalty, and it will never steer you wrong.
Damn, he backed down so easily on that. Okay, wait, now you said there is a, there's a prototype Xyranium shield, huh? Would that then allow me to go through any Xyranium-infected area?
Shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask you, did I? Uh-oh. You think they get up and just follow me around? I gotta be careful. When people are walking around, they might actually end up finding me. Quartermaster Automech and Interim Quartermaster Hazel Chapman.
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. And then you walk in. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies? Talk to my friend the quartermech here.
Could I... Quartermech? That's really what you're calling it?
Quartermaster Automechanical or Automechanical Quartermaster are a mouthful no matter how you spin it. And I despise inefficiency. Excuse the mess, by the way. Auntie gave us a pummeling a few weeks back. The old wardens paid the price. Where their courage faltered, a little mental refreshment should do just the trick.
Oh, jeez. I notice you haven't paid the same price.
When the attack unfolded, I was fixing the automechanicals who laid down their gears in our defense. Our leaders failed to do the same, which makes them more cowardly than an automech. I did my part to uphold the Protectorate. Can they say the same? Now what'll it be?
Probably not anymore. After their mental refreshment, can I buy supplies from you?
Aw, I really need someone else to test this thing. Tell you what, if you give it a go and have any trouble, I'll be happy to get you sorted.
Okay, sure. Maybe I could lie to her and be like, hey, your mech is charging way too much.
Greetings, potential customer. State your business.
Can I fuck with it? No, let's see what you have for sale.
All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable.
I wish to peruse what you have for sale.
Request not understood.
It only understands the words I've added to its databanks. You wouldn't believe how many words there are for buying and selling. Guess I missed peruse. Look, for now, just use the phrase initiate commerce. It's what I used during the initial testing.
I'm gonna keep fucking with it. Ah, damn, you can't. All right, initiate commerce.
Initiating commerce.
Wow, we get to go straight into here. Whoops, I almost left immediately. What do we have? Repeating shock barrel. Gain 50% damage resistance against all sources while blocking. Hover drone, a pet for your ship. Oh, automatically sent to your kennel upon purchase. It's a fucking drone. Xyrinator? This is a Xyranium-infused pistol. Fires depleted Xyranium rounds that cause targets to take progressively more damage from this weapon. Can also fire longer in tactical time dilation. Auto mechanicals will take no damage, instead will become overcharged, gaining speed and power. I wonder if you could use that on like, if you get like an auto mech companion, you could shoot it and power it up in the middle of combat. That'd be cool. Okay, well, the priority items here are going to be the advanced decryption keys. And then, fuck it, I'll buy the hover drone just for the sake of it. And I think that's all I really want from this thing for now. The cloth and the scrap metals could be useful if I wanted to craft some ammo.
All right, I admit it. The quarter mech still needs work, but perfection requires iteration, as the marshal says. While he's under construction, come to me for any supplies you might need.
Sweet, looking to buy something from you.
Glad to oblige.
Okay, she just has the exact same stuff. Okay, that's fine, whatever. It would have been cool if there was like maybe a secret vendor option. Alright, you've got a little storage room here on the side of the bathroom, but nothing in it. For me, I'll give it another double check. I'm not seeing nothing. Alright. You're right, we should wash our hands. We have plunged our digits into many corpses. I wonder if my flashlight attracts any more attention. Ooh. I didn't realize that I could see through my companions here when we get too close. Not like I can shoot through them, I don't think.
No target.
Sorry. C for crouch is what I'm used to. But really both the control and C. I'm used to having them always available. Like control to hold and then C for toggle. Ooh, Vox Relay, uninitialized key card. A blank ID card requires encoding to be useful. Wow, 2 of them too. Holy shit, this could be useful. 3? I don't think I can use 3 key cards. But I guess we'll find out. What's happening back here, soldier?
Prudence dictates. We cherish all we have and defend it.
Hey, is there any enemy in here? I think there are going to be some automechs for me to deal with. In which case I should probably have my shock machine gun available. I don't know if there's any mods I could put on this. Niles!
No offense to Val, but it's...
Yeah, alright, we've heard this
Need
one.
something, Commander?
I need to access your bench.
Sure.
Mods. No modifications available. Alright. Disappointing.
Might be wise to get that large gas cloud a wide berth. Don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
But we have to go into it. I'm just a little distracted. Oh wow. Okay, this wasn't fully reloaded. Alright, they don't need all this food or this alcohol. I do, though. I don't even know how much food I have. Not enough. I need like triple that amount. Quadruple that amount. Infinite food, always available for healing when I'm out of combat. Hey, Woodrow?
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more cases of uranium exposure. We're a mite bit busy these days.
You and Marshall Donaldson don't seem on the best of
The
terms.
Marshal is under a lot of pressure to deliver automechs to the Vox relay station, but I'm responsible for their quality control. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me.
And wouldn't that be something if we set that up? What's the worst that could happen?
Uranium corrupted automechs open fire on Protectorate soldiers, and I end up in the darkest bowels of mental refreshment.
You never know, mental refreshment could be good for you. Cleansing. We wouldn't want that, would we? Lie.
No, we wouldn't. The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, we both can't be right.
Okay, there's no other option. We're gonna buy
I want to
supplies.
see the quartermaster. She's right next to the gate you entered through. Under the Marshal's office, she'll only be able to sell you our surplus, but you might find some of it useful.
Okay, goodbye. Are you, one of you I should be able to get stuff from? Oh, another vendor. Vending machine. Parts, let's see. Shock machine gun biomass converter. Changes damage type to corrosive. Okay. That's so specific, but what if I want to do like this? Buy. Reduce recoil? I haven't even shot the damn thing, but like, yeah, it could be useful. Let's sort by name. Make things easier for myself. Now fires in charged burst mode. Increasing base damage is shooting multiple shots in a burst. Holding down the trigger modifies the number of shots fired. Nah, it's a machine gun. I could just let me hold down the trigger. I'm accepting of that. And I guess that's all I can really do for it right now. We could also get modifications for my shotgun. I could give it a plasma barrel, which I imagine would be pretty good against fleshy targets. Tracing unit. Weak spot hits mark your target, making them a priority to companions and increasing the damage they take. Also increases weak spot damage in general. Ooh. I would love to have both of these. So far, it's really feeling like the way that the weapons are going to go is rather than going in the typical direction of like, hey, you're going to just get weapons that do outright more damage. It's instead going to be like, hey, you modify the different weapons and then you modify yourself.
Or has my ankle been squeaking?
Oh, we've had this conversation. All right.
Sure.
Modify shock machine gun. Yes. And then I'm currently too poor for the other shotgun things, but that's okay. This is a lot of shock rod ammo. I'm donning the bucket. Eternally grateful that this, like, almost half joke item is genuinely useful. It makes no logical sense, and yet I'm getting so rich from it. I am curious if there are other camouflage options that I can eventually get. You know, like an outfit that camouflages me instead of having my entire vision obscured whenever I go about this. Or having to re-equip my fucking weapon over and over again. It wouldn't be so bad if I had the skill for the fourth weapon slot, because then I could just have up to 3 things and then not worry about the 4th slot for a while. Speaking of which, hold on, I gotta fucking equip the helmet. There we go. But I'm very curious about seeing what like pickpocketing people will be like when I could just go invisible right behind them.
This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
Thanks, Gardener Robot.
Stay true, outsider.
Oh, I try to.
Outsider.
Automech Technician. What is this? Mixture of heavy metals, incendiary chemicals, and improvised mechanical detonators. Someone who knows their way around explosives might be able to cobble these parts into a grenade. Someone who doesn't know such things can only appreciate them from afar. That's me. I can only accept that there are grenades there. That's okay. Oh shit! I didn't know this was locked! I was just trying to open the door. I'm just breaking into this right in front of them. As long as it's not trespassing, sweet. This is still stealing though. I'm closing the door. Guys, really? All right, coated trooper plate carrier. Corrosion soak, evasion chance 15%, damage resistance 5%, combat sprint speed 25%. Yeah. Yeah, it just looks okay. Corrosive or concussive mine. Place a mine that detonates when approached. Anyone unfortunate enough to trip this mine will find themselves on the receiving end of a shaped concussive blast. That'll rattle some teeth. I'm really bad about using mines in games like this. Mostly because a lot of times we aren't really like setting up for a defense and then the enemies are coming to me, right? I usually go to the enemies and at that point the mines become a little pointless. But I could always just get creative with it, and by creative I mean just throw it on the ground and hope the enemy runs at me. We are running into a lot of melee enemies. Fucking crabbles and raptidons.
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Caught a piece of shrapnel during the attack. What about you?
Xeranium poisoning. Only a mild case, but the doctors are withholding treatment to study my symptoms.
Sovereign's mercy. How do you feel?
Downright privileged is how I feel. Sick with pride, nauseous with courage, and chronically fatigued with honor.
I mean, I'm glad you're taking it in stride, I suppose.
Stay true, outsider.
You too. Enjoy your Xeranium poisoning, I suppose. Anyone over here? Nope. Alright. Mine. Greetings there, Dr. Zwichul Folly.
Yes. Let's have a look at you. No signs of Xeranium exposure. Or anything else novel or interesting, apparently.
Ouch.
Another humdrum workaday ailment, no doubt. Nothing requiring my vast expertise, surely.
You're right, I'm not here for any issues. I just wanted to see what you got. You mentioned Xeranium. Can you tell me anything about it?
Oh, gladly. I've rather dedicated my life to researching its unique form of matter. What would you like to know?
Well, what exactly is Xeranium?
Xeranium is a crystal. Even in its raw form, it generates energy. But once refined and stored in a quasi-gaseous state, its output increases exponentially. Xeranium is found in a liquid state as well, but it's far too hazardous and inefficient for our needs. Refined Xeranium is used to power nearly all major protectorate technology. It's an amazingly efficient power source.
That sounds
However,
cool.
It's also highly unstable and must be mined exceedingly carefully. Even minor bumps or jolts can cause Xeranium crystals to explode.
Okay, that sounds awful. Tell me about the dangers.
Xeranium in its default crystalline state poses two risks. First, it's extremely volatile, exploding with an immense burst of energy if upset in any way. Second, Xeranium crystals produce a small amount of gas, which we think helps stabilize its crystalline lattice, but that's just a theory. In this gaseous state, Xeranium is quite hazardous, breaking down organic matter through a mechanism we still don't quite understand.
That's scary. I have walked into a gas cloud and dropped dead immediately, so I guess that was my matter being broken down entirely. How long could someone survive in a cloud of xyranium gas?
The concentration of the gas is a critical factor. A person could remain in a light haze for several minutes, whereas a dense cloud can kill near instantly.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I could talk about this all day if I let myself. Hope I haven't bored you unduly. Was there anything else I could help you with?
Well, how do I keep myself from getting xyranium poisoning?
Total avoidance is best, but try to get out of the xyranium as quickly as you can if exposure becomes necessary. Come to think of it, there may be some exciting new breakthroughs in the near future. Our visiting scientist next door is working on a device that shields the user from xyranium's effects, though she was having a spot of trouble last I heard.
Oh, I'm probably gonna have to help her with that trouble. All right, I'll leave you to it. I won't just get a free prototype shield. Now, when you say next door...
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Xyranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
You had to blast this robot? That looks pretty bad in there. All right, hold on. The loader mech is out of order. There's no obvious sign of what could have caused the damage to its frame. Inspect the gauges, observation 3. On closer inspection, the dents and gouges bear telltale markings of a scrap bot. One of them must have jumped atop this loader mech on its way to the rooftop. Oh. I always have a suspicious temperament. Leave me alone. What's hiding up here? Did it break more stuff? On the way up? Oh ho ho! Okay, this might not be the scrap bot I'm looking for. Auto mech replacement parts. Probably a quest item. The sun rises on a whole new day here on the island of paradise. Well, I knew where I was heading specifically for this mission. She said next door for the air right there. Let's see, hold on. Here we go. An Aegis against the miasma. You learned that a scientist of the automatic comparison center could use some assistance. And that, okay. That did not give me a marker for what I needed. Set active. Fine. Because yeah, I don't think it's over there. That's the main mission. I'm jumping back down. Maybe the scientist is over inside of the building with all the gas. I just figured that I would need the gas protection before going into there, you know? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Delphinia Bryant.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now what is it you want?
I'm here to help you, lady. I could just be really annoying. You must be the scientist the Marshal mentioned, the one working on a shield device.
Ah, our good Marshal sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected.
I could always expedite your work in exchange for something in return. Or I guess tell me about this device.
Oh, we'll get to that presently. Now tell me, are you familiar with xyranium gas?
You mean those fumes of... those cloud of fumes hanging around the hangar outside?
One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable xyranium all over the place. I could speak at length about xyranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from xyranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm.
Sounds useful. How's that coming?
Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns.
How minor?
Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components.
I'm willing to help if you need a hand.
Good, good, wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished.
I want the real
so
thing.
Be sure to give it your all.
I want
Now
the real
here,
thing.
You'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions?
Does the gas need to be from the hangar? Wouldn't any Zyranium gas do?
Normally, yes. But on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas, but since it's of utmost importance that it work on the gas here, I'll be calibrating against that.
Makes sense. All right. Is this dangerous? Am I in danger?
Well, of course, obviously. To that end, I'd suggest choosing a cloud of lesser density for your collection efforts. Lower chance of near-instant death that way.
Oh,
if you suffer
great.
prolonged exposure, assuming you survive, see our local medical officer next door. She is highly preoccupied by the treatment of Zeranium-related maladies.
She seemed pretty excited about it,
That covers
too.
all the necessary education for this particular assignment. Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo!
Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? That took a turnaround. Excuse me, ma'am? You were just against me interrupting you. All right, don't try and twist it around. I'm here for the prototype device, I guess. Really, I wanted the full thing, but it is what it is. Experimental log X94. I've managed to consolidate the waveform down to a point where it can be generated by a handheld device, but I need something to project a field using it, One enterprising fellow suggested that the catalytic amplifiers used in Dragoon Automechs might serve, and the idea has merit. I'll speak to the marshal about it in the morning. Note to self, one of the automechanicals wandered into my lab, picked up a crate of supplies, couldn't decide where to set them down again, and just gave up. Later I felt a vibration so hard that dust shook down from the ceiling. Must keep an eye on their behavior. It came in, didn't know what it was doing, and then blew up outside. Wow. Dense Zyranium. Concentrated Zyranium is most commonly found in industrial settings, regulated, and in the aftermath of warfare, hazardous. Protective equipment is required for closer inspection. However, protective equipment is still hypothetical and pending invention. ETA unknown. Alright, so I need to go into the gas cloud, I guess, over here. She said I need to activate the device. Does that mean I actually have a gadget? No. I think I just gotta go stand over by a cloud and press E or something. Okay, standing on liquid Zyranium doesn't cause any problems for me at least. Due to Sovereign family, oh wait, we've read that before. 9 years ago, what do you mean?
Outsider. First the attack, then there's Iranian. At this rate, we're never getting caught up. A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Ah! You've been exposed to Zyranium. As you gain Zyranium exposure, your max toxicity is decreased. Yeah, okay. Blah! Okay. That was quick. I guess this is not the small density cloud. As I said before, I figured this building I would need the prototype device for, and I guess that's not happened yet. I'm a mite bit confused here. Where the hell am I supposed to do? Oh! Yeah, that is a smaller cloud.
Commander, I think this stuff is eating my lungs from the inside.
I will get you a new one, alright? Hold on. Collect Zyranium. Easy peasy. Like collecting chiral crystals. Alright, I'm only mildly sick.
My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks?
I don't like that you're calling me your little minion. But yes, I have your Xyranium sample.
What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Xyranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away.
Will it cost
Now,
money?
On to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user.
Mm-hmm. And that's where you need my help again.
I require a component called a catalytic amplifier. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside.
The one that they wouldn't want me to do that? This is an Automech repair center. You don't have a catalytic amplifier lying around? Oh wait, I could just do this one. I did find some Automech parts on the roof. Would they help?
Don't be silly. Automechs, like the human body, are made of many parts. A liver won't do the job of the heart.
Okay.
Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist, Woodrow, wasn't enthusiastic about my proposal to Geld his only combat Automech. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier.
I can go talk to Woodrow. Oh, wait, but I've got a catalytic amplifier right here. Wait, what, where the fuck from? I don't even remember. What was the Chief's Mechanicus' problem with your request?
I'm sure he's just being cautious. Should Auntie's choice attack us, we don't want to be caught defenseless. No doubt he also seeks to retain an unspoiled Automech, since the others are by now riddled with Xyranium poisoning.
Tell me about this Dragoon.
Dragoons are a mainstay of our military. The design has been in production for decades. I had a model of one when I was young. All children did. You must have seen the large Automech patrolling the interior grounds. That is the Dragoon.
I'll get your catalytic amplifier one way or another.
Good. A flexible mindset should behoove you on this task. Perhaps the chief mechanist will prove more receptive to your request. Failing that, be prepared to exercise creativity if needed. One last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only would the amplifier likely be damaged, but we'd both be summarily executed, assuming we survive the firefight that ensued. Well, off you go. Shoo.
I mean, I have a catalytic amplifier. I just don't know where the fuck I got it from. I got it. Hold on. This component was used in early protectorate. Okay, well, this doesn't really tell me shit. Apologies for my poor memory, but it was just like a random part that I found laying around somewhere with no context as to what it would do. But if I'm gonna be able to have two options, I'd rather get both of them and keep one for another potential other use. Hey, oh, I can't just talk to him, fuck. Hey, Dragoon. Let me steal your catalytic part. I thought I'd at least be able to talk to Woodrow and be like, hey, deactivate the robot, please.
Welcome. Glad to have you back.
Where'd the other guy go? Where'd the leader of this place go? Maybe I could talk him down. Because it is necessary. He did want us to get this Xyranium mess fixed up anyways. There he is. Hey there.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gas leak, you find us on the razor's edge between reason and panic. Whether or not you're able to help us, I'm grateful to have an extra set of eyes on the problem. Xyranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate.
Well, what exactly happened to your predecessors?
What happens to any member of the Protectorate who falls short of fulfilling their lifelong oaths of service? Execution for the unworthy, and mental refreshment for the salvageable and the stalwart. Dereliction of duty is a heavy offense, and no lesser sentence will fit the crime. I hold myself to the highest standard, but this uranium leak, it threatens all that I hold dear.
Dude, living in the Protectorate just sounds so awful every time. You think Dr. Bryant's invention will help?
I don't think anything. Leak or no leak, we can't abandon our post. The Doctor's uranium shield is how we outlast this conflict. My people are fighting a war on two fronts. Anti on one side and Zeranium on the other. I can fight Anti, but I can't fight Zeranium.
What caused the Zeranium leak?
What else would disrupt the harmony of our perfect system? Anti's choice, of course. A chance shot hit the wrong pipe early into their assault. Zeranium wreaks havoc on automechanicals. Every combat-ready mech in the repair hangar was overcharged and beset with behavioral problems. Further damage soon occurred.
I bet. I'm surprised you didn't stop the gas leak then and there.
Had I the resources, I would have sent wave after wave of engineers into the facility until one of them flipped the correct switch. Alas, the tragedy unfolded before my time here, and resources were slim.
Okay, how's the situation around here?
The situation is deteriorating rapidly, and I need that gas leak fixed. Otherwise, my automechs might as well be paperweights. While I trust that Brigadier Montelli has everything well in hand, that assurance does not alleviate the grim tidings felt in the pit of my bowels. Loyalty and instinct run hand in hand. I'm a protectorate man, after all. So why should I be ill at ease, despite our stalwart chain of command and dependable kin at the helm? No matter. My unease is nothing when measured against the strength of the protectorate.
I think anxiety over the situation is totally normal, but yes, don't worry about it, I suppose. What can you tell me about this place?
This facility's purpose is the maintenance of automechanicals. When the war kicked off, it became a military asset, and I am its second steward. The old staff should have laid down their lives to repel Anti's choice. For their failure of loyalty and grit, they were punished, and rightly so. Now, their burden is mine, but I won't allow my unit to suffer the same fate.
Okay. I was really hoping to, get permission to dismantle your Dragoon. Excuse me, reading your computer, hee hee. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff here. All right, messages. Automechanical delivery to Marshal Donaldson from Marshal Corbin Vox Station. Marshal Donaldson, Montelli is asking again about those military-grade automechanicals you promised, and I am running out of excuses to give him for the delay. You were entrusted with this facility after your predecessors failed to defend it. It distresses me to imagine a loyal soldier such as yourself suffering their fate. Any update you could offer or provide concerning their estimated delivery would be most appreciated. Sooner rather than later, I hope, or more may be punished as a result of the Brigadier General's vexed disposition, yourself included. In faithful service to the Protectorate, Marshal Corbin. Another request from Delphina. Dr. Bryan has asked me to extract the catalytic amplifier from her only functional Dragoon. I know you ordered us to give her our full support, but I have reservations about dismantling a working automech. I have denied her request until further notice. Woodrow. When this damnable war is over, I humbly recommend that head mechanist Woodrow Contos be acknowledged and promoted as a steadfast member of the Protectorate. We may not always see eye to eye, but he is a true asset to the paradigm, and I'm grateful to have him on our side. He would stop at nothing to guarantee victory. Aw, that's so nice. He recommended the other guy for a promotion. Hate that. It's daytime. My formative years. There is very little to tell. I was selected to be a warden and attended the military academy. Those days were idyllic. Drilling, marching, maintaining equipment. Good times. By the grace of the sovereign, I was then separated into the officer training track. Leadership came naturally, but I soon discovered my true passion. Officers are given access to the writings of previous high-ranking wardens, and to this day I continue to bask in these treasures that have been handed down through time. On the Euphoria Coast Arc. This fine repair center is the heart of the Vox's automated security, a valuable asset and a valuable target. Sadly, the original stewards failed to defend the facility from enemy bombardment. They were consigned to execution and mental refreshment. Now the Ark is my charge, my burden, my inheritance, and failure is not an option. We're small, but we're scrappy. Wartime strategy dictates that major assets be secured before expending resources on retaking minor sites. Our enduring presence here indicates that the tide is turning in our favor. I mean, if I help you, I guess. I have a kind of inclination to want to, like, sabotage this place and then run. But I don't know. Choice quotes from previous wardens. While I am not at liberty to disseminate the full teachings of those of lesser station, I do try to expose others to particularly powerful fragments when and where I can. I know the pearls I cast often end up in the mud, but feel I'd be remiss not to shine the light of knowledge on the unlearned. I count the following among the most inspirational. Loyalty is life. Life is service. Words to live by in these dark times. Trust in the paradigm, but check your supplies. More than one officer has not lived to regret failing to follow that advice. The true have nothing to hide, the false have nothing to show. A reminder that we are each responsible for the other. Know your worth, or find yourself lacking. A phrase which applies to all loyal subjects, regardless of their station. I mean, those aren't really bad quotes, I suppose. I can see how those would be inspiring to him. Marshal, the evidence shows that exposure to xyranium gas causes near-permanent corruption in the targeting and behavioral subroutines of automechs. Even if we could access the repair hangar, we shouldn't be sending these automechs to the Vox relay station. I know you have your orders from Montelli and that he wants results, but what happens to us when automechs turn on him? We should discuss this in person. I mean, I'm fine with you sending your automechs to the Vox facility and then they shoot up everybody. It's kind of all well at that point.
If you need something, kindly make it quick.
Alright, still... Bypass shunt. That's worth me putting on the mask. Can I favorite anything? You can! Yo! Favorite. You know, for when our inventory becomes so full with stuff, I need extra help figuring stuff out. Alright, well, I couldn't talk to them at all about getting that catalytic converter uninstalled, but I just have one on me, so fuck it.
Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier?
Oh, it's amplifier. Yeah, here you go.
Oh, superb. I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it.
I don't even know.
Pressing on. Just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than xyranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war.
Cool. Thanks for the shield, Doctor.
Don't thank me. Just doing my part for the sake of the paradigm, same as anyone.
So wait, does that mean I actually have like a real shield? Oh, it's a gadget. The Gas Energy Deflection Apparatus. The Gas Energy Deflection Apparatus is a gadget that grants you a temporary shield, protecting you from damage and hazards such as xyranium. Activating the gadget applies the shield, depleting with damage taken or time spent inside of a hazard. After a duration or enough damage is sustained, the shield will disable automatically. Reactivating the gadget while it's still active resets the duration and the amount of shield remaining. Okay, I'm just like looking at this little video here. I got really excited that like I was getting a general purpose shield to lay over my regular health because I am very squishy and it would be nice to have that little extra bit of help. But we'll see what I end up doing, I guess. I kind of... I kind of like having the slow motion, but this would probably actually be more useful to me in the long term. We'll see. There we go. I kept pressing the button to turn it off, but it wasn't fucking working, so I don't know. They said I could, that I could turn it off and reset it. Maybe I have to hold it down afterwards? Q. Holding Q. Holding Q. Pressing Q again. Nope, that made it worse.
What can I do for you this time?
Delphinia finished her device. I've got a working prototype right here.
I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, that she'd prove her worth as surely as any subject of the Protectorate would. Seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that gadget, what say you put it through its paces? Make your way inside the repair hangar and find the control terminal to purge the Zeranium. And be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse.
Sure. Your chief mechanist was concerned about Zeranium corrupting the automechs.
Don't worry about Woodrow. Smart fellow, but his cautious nature gets in the way. Yes, there is some risk that exposure to Zeranium will corrupt our automechs, to use his colorful language. That shouldn't stop us from delivering them on time. I'm sure they'll be scrubbed clean once they arrive at the Vox relay. But that isn't our problem to solve. You be sure and come back once you've made progress on the leak.
Okay. We'll see what our options end up being. The Protected are really lucky that I'm not just like outright, like, yeah, every one of these people die. I could just send the mechs to kill absolutely everything over there and walk past the bridge willy-nilly. We'll see though. Alright. I'm making a manual save before walking into this. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That drained so fast already. Ah, fuck. Maybe I could go down in here instead.
Yeah.
Getting little red glows on my mini-map, which means there are enemies about. Enemies afoot. Peekaboo. Is it an automech? It's an automech. Is that it? What does this look like from the outside, by the way? Oh, we don't get like a glowing shield. Oh, wait, no, we do. It's pulsing rather than like a consistent shield on me, which is fine, I suppose. Yippee, security lockbox. Maybe it'll be something useful. Alright. Here you are. Wasn't sure where the loot was. I'm looking for whatever I can. It might be on the other side for this one. Oh, wowie. Okay, that's some Zeranium cloud. Need to be worried about that. Alright. Is there anything above this before I commit? That sounds ominous as hell. Holy hell. Can't climb this. But I can somewhat double jump. Oh. Oh. We're not supposed to see that. We've seen it to the void. Ah. Oh. Ha ha ha. Ah. Override denied, structural rupture is detected. And yet, I'm still able to do it? Oh! Okay, we fixed one of the gas leaks. I'm going in. Damn. This poor thing. Did not stand a chance. Do you think the auto dock gets rid of my Zeranium poisoning? Fuck. It doesn't. around to report me stealing if no one's moved back into this facility just yet. It's nice of them. They have a small sense of decorum. They actually do have stalls. Provisions dispenser. Lots of ammo. Shot grenades. Recipe for shot grenades. Recipe for a lot of things. I probably should take some of that. Otherwise, I may never be able to actually have a massive amount. Sell some stuff, or I guess sell junk. Whew. Whew. Hope I don't regret that, but I don't know what I don't know, right? Don't know what I'm missing out on there. All I know is I can purchase stuff. Where the fuck am I? Oh. Ah! How the hell do I fix the gas leak in here? Oh, shit! I know about the Zyranium exposure, I'm busy! Oh my god. This whole area is the Zyranium cloud. No, engineering 4. What the hecky? Where do I go for the... Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's the front door. Can I use this computer for anything? Seal room and vent gas. Sure. Oh, thank God. Zyranium flow control system. Warning, flow irregularities indicate possible presence of multiple gas leaks. Evacuate personnel immediately. Check system status. Zyranium flow on, intake conduit 1 closed. That's one we did. We need to find 2. Warning, shutting down the flow with either intake conduit still open would result in a pressure buildup that could lead to structural ruptures. Query conduit locations. Conduits are located along the northeastern wall of the central chamber of the building. Access ports are, for each are located in the upper levels. Okay, so they're both upstairs. Go ahead, give me some more inhalers. Oh, wow, even this area was fixed. Holy hell. Oh, my Zyranium poisoning is gone. Maybe the auto dock does work, but it takes like an extra second before it kicks in. All right, let's do some more climbing. I think it might be up there. Who's having moderation vodka up here in their work breaks? If they even get work breaks. Disabled. That's okay, this is still open. Yep. Closing the second conduit. Unless somebody specifically tells me to go and sabotage this place, I don't really have any moral obligation. To do so, outside of just outright hate for the Protectorate or something. So we'll do a bit of a mix and match on some things. We'll get the gas leak fixed and then not try our best to make it so that the automechs are cleansed. The auto choice or the auntie's choice people can at least then have a fighting chance. Oh wow, that did a lot. Or I already just had a lot and I didn't notice. At least the Dragoons aren't so bad to take down with the shock machine gun. It just stun locks them basically. At least when they're within our level of reason. Alright, shut it down. Wow, even all the way over here the gas is gone.
First the attack, then there's uranium.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have. Defend it.
I was hoping that they would give an immediate reaction to that, but okay. Dr. Brian! I did it!
My erstwhile assistant returns. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I want to tell you... Oh, you know what? I should get out of here.
Until a more convenient date and time.
I was actually hoping to be able to tell you that your shield does indeed work. And if you want to give me, like, a better version of it, I'm down for it. Woodrow, do you have anything that you might want to say?
Something, kindly make it quick.
Oh, what the fuck? Now I can talk to him about it? Delphinia's is looking for a catalytic amplifier.
She and I have been over this 100 times. Please understand. The original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed because they couldn't safeguard a protectorate asset. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? I can't. I won't.
Donaldson logged in this terminal that you'd stop at nothing to guarantee victory. Oh. There has to be some other way to get a catalytic amplifier.
You're so desperate, you can track down our second Dragoon. Damn thing wandered up the coast and hasn't been seen since. I'd have sent someone to retrieve it myself, but Dragoons are stubborn when their instructions are unclear.
What if I just kill the Dragoon here and send you after the second one? That sounds mean, no. I mean, maybe I'll do that. Thanks,
Good
Chief.
hunting. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
There's got to be a reason that you can get 2 catalytic amplifiers, right? That's my logic. And so I should probably get that second one because I don't really give a fuck about what ends up happening to the protectorates here. I'm making a manual save.
Yes?
No, it's... Fuck. Now I can't bring it up. No. 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 It's because we're doing some weird out of sequence shit. I'm not redoing all of that. Okay. That's not too much. It's just going down there and turning off the place, but had it been immediately after the turn off, I would resume from there. But whatever, missed opportunity. If something is truly like, hey, we'll give you the best gun ever to ever exist if you got a catalytic amplifier, I'll come here and shoot the Dragoon myself. Maybe. They did say that I shouldn't because it would damage the amplifier, but oh well. Hey, I did it.
I hope you brought me good news, outsider.
I mean, you can just look in the cloud, or the sky to see the clouds gone, but yes, your Xyranium leak is fixed.
At last, the tide is shifting. Today, we fix our automechanicals. Tomorrow, we push the unprincipled interlopers of Auntie's choice into the sea. You've done us a great service, stranger, and I would see your efforts rewarded. Alas, we don't have much to offer since our supplies are so low. I hope these bits will suffice. We confiscated them from the corpses of the scouts who attempted to infiltrate this facility a few weeks back. It carries the invaders' taint, but it should spend just the same.
What the hell is the dose? We got 1,000 bits too, but yay. And the repeating rounds. Pleasure doing business with you.
The pleasure was mine. The automechs we sent out will be a great asset to the Vox relay station. Now I can show our chief mechanist that he was wrong, and a little uranium poisoning won't do those automechs any harm.
So you say. Alright, so we just got explosive rounds for my repeating rifle. And we also got something called the dose, which... Oh, okay, it's not a primer, not an inhaler thing. What the hell? It's not a weapon? Oh yeah, I forgot we got this coat. It is pretty fancy. It's a really cool look. And honestly, I would equip it. If there was transmog in this game, I would wear this. It's snazzy. What the hell is the dose? Fires explosive rounds that explode on contact, dealing damage within a small radius, lowers base damage of the weapon. I think explosive rounds combine explosive damage as well. Which, I mean, like, it sounds like a given, but I just mean, like, functionally, the skill of explosives also compounds with it, you know? I have 0 damage resistance against explosives. Hey, Woodrow.
I wish I shared the Marshal's confidence that our problems were behind us.
Very disappointing lack of options with Woodrow here.
My erstwhile assistant until him.
And her. Oh well. We got the place fixed up. I got some money. I have explosive round options if I ever want to try that out. I think we're about done here. Let me check on this guy again. The dude scared about crabs. Are you Montelli? No, you're Dimitri Cantwell.
You again. Howdy.
Know anything about the 2nd Dragoon automech that was defending this facility?
I saw the whole thing while I was out patrolling the beach looking for crabble clutches. The Dragoon was patrolling as well, and a crabble calf wandered a mite too close.
And what happened?
Before I know it, pow! Crabble obliterated. At first I thought I was bearing witness to the first casualty in the Great Crabble War. But the Dragoon finished off the herd, or consortium, or whatever crabbles have, then continued along the coast toward the landing pad. That's all I know. War has not officially been declared yet, but I'm a patient man.
And how is your little crabble problem?
Getting better, I think. The crabbles have seemed less menacing of late. Maybe our resolve has worn down their warlike spirit. Or maybe they're just biding their time.
No, I mean, I've killed a lot of them.
Seem nice.
Nice. Okay, so apparently the robot went all the way past the landing pad, which the only one we know of is the one we started at over here. So I guess it must have been over in this area? Which is why I don't fully remember picking up the amplifier, because it's been about a week for me since I explored that particular spot. Maybe it was at the facility that we turned on, the substation? That was like up here? God, I wish I truly remembered. But okay, we got this place done. Let me go over here to Director Schmutz. Let her know that we found the location of the other plants. And maybe that will get me to the next level. Yeah, maybe not. I thought we'd be a lot closer there. Sometimes these missions, you know, it just feels like we finish a mission, boom, we're leveled up.
What's with all the landmines your corporatists have littered about? Pretty sloppy style of warfare, if you ask me.
Can't say I care for the mines either, but it's simple math. Mines don't need to sign a contract. Don't got bellies to feed. They cost a damn sight less than troops.
Suppose collateral damage don't mean much to it. Personally, I spy a mine, I'm unloading from 40 paces.
Or you can walk around them. But maybe that's just me. It's drilled into us not to waste ammo or ordnance. Go ahead and blast them if you want. I ain't stopping you.
I mean, I haven't had to worry about the mines too much. It's not like we've been running into them outside of that one minefield. But if it does become a problem, then you know what? Maybe yes, I'll bitch about them too with Niles.
You're back, and in one piece. I assume you have good news and haven't forgotten where you were going or what you were supposed to be doing?
Hold on, you're glitched out a little bit. Your voice was coming from way over there or something.
You're back, and in one piece. I assume you have good news and haven't forgotten where you were going or what you were supposed to be doing?
I do have good news. Have a little faith in me, will ya? I've verified both locations.
I was hoping for at least one, but both at once? Exceptional. None of my lab assistants are ever this efficient. And since you're so good at this, I have another job for you. There's a type of rare mineral called ferrochromium. It's yellowish in color and typically forms in rocky, mountainous areas or caverns. Our data points to the east coast of the island, the far southwest, and just this side of the ravine, almost straight north of here. Same rules as before. You keep what you find.
Okay, I have verified some of those.
You were born for this. Oh, this is so exciting.
Which ones do I not have? Oh, okay. So I only verified one of them. The one that she said would be in the southwest section of the map, which makes sense. I am very curious about if I could cross over here real quick. Let's check that out. Because I have a shield. Maybe we can cross through that area and be totally fine now. It just has to be not massive chunks of xyranium poisoning. Have I been over here? I guess I have. Nothing on those bodies.
Blah, blah. Taking care of citizens is developing possible customers. And come out here yourself in Overstreet. Okay, that subject laughed after the first time we tried talking to him.
Or he's stuck in there, and none of us have the know-how to open that door. I really wonder what happened to the guy over here. I don't remember his name. Just that he was a little out of it. Alright. Made it through one cloud, totally fine. Let's see if I can get the other cloud going. This one's a little less dense, so I probably could just run through it. No! Well, shucks. I was hoping I could interact with this thing and turn all this gas off. Oh my god. Jesus. So much xyranium poisoning. What other defects or debuffs do I get? It's just a health. Okay. Periodically coughing, alerting nearby a hostile to your presence. Oh, that also sounds bad. Do I even need? I don't even need to go through that cloud. Hold on. Although I think there are some dead bodies by it, so doing so might not be bad. Double jump! Haha! Reach the northern part of the island. Yay! Bet no one expected me to run through all this. If only I could have done something about that, too. Engineers really have their options for them in this game. Sky Cutter A102. That sounds like a badass name for a windmill power generator. Alright. All I really want to be on this side for currently is to kill that Raptidon matriarch. I don't know if I can even handle it. Let me up. No. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Ah, fuck. I might be able to manage this. A little bit of parkour, a little bit of height advantage. Fuck, I'm trying to take like the highest point of this. Wait. Maybe I can reach this lamp? No. Okay, it's actually taller than the fence itself. Ooh. Micro reflex shocks machine gun. Okay, that's funny. That's basically exactly what I'm currently using, right? Yeah. But this one's green. I'll equip it because it's uncommon. Oh, nice. When you favorite something, it goes up to the top left in terms of sorting, so you don't have to worry about it getting thrown around with all the other ways of having our inventory laid out. I guess we'll take a quick little peek-sees in here.